Lovely. Travis's company is called Murray the Milkman Co. Travis has been with the company, well, Black Bronze, for over a year now. So he started when we started the actual shopping mall. The question is, Travis, the creator of Murray the Milkman Co, what is he hoping to achieve?
Well, thank you, Maria.
Okay.
Greetings, everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me okay. Before I get going, just tell you a little bit more about myself. I just want to say thank you to Black Bronze. And yeah, I didn't know it was, I thought it was coming up to a year, but I didn't know it was that long. But yeah, it's good. And I'm happy I've joined it. I joined it. One of the main reasons was I've been on all the other platforms, and it was just like, you know what? I keep giving money, keep paying my money to them to do something, and I just wasn't getting anything. So I thought to myself, I'm better off like starting within my own community, and hopefully let's all grow together. And as they say in business world, the first year is usually the hard year. So first year, so well done, and looking forward for many more years. Yeah, and another thing before I go in is it's great to see a range of Black businesses on the platform as well. Because doing my books, I always said representation matters in all sense. So whether it's a Black author, Black businesses, media, whatever, it's great to show that we've got the representation. So it's very beautiful to see, and we're going worldwide as well. So just get into it. My name's Trovazor, and I'm the founder of ReadAware publishing company and also the author of Murray the Milkman children's books. I'm passionate about developing young people with the aim to inspire young Black children to achieve greatness within themselves. I've always had fond memories growing up when I was younger. When my mum go walking to school, my mum used to always say to me, let's read a book. At the younger age, I was always like, we have to, can't we watch something first? Or I wasn't into it, but as growing older, seen the importance of reading. So I've always had that enjoy, and they also appreciate the bonding time with my parents, my mum, dad. So when I started doing the children's books, Murray the Milkman, my plan is to inspire children to do positive actions from reading the book, live a positive, healthy lifestyle, and have that lifelong love of reading books. All of my books are we have a range of children's books from how plants, flowers is produced, how milk is produced, how you can different types of smoothies and drinks that we can have, showing you how to make your own juices and smoothies. With the lack of Black represented characters in the mainstream, I've always wanted to address that. There wasn't, when I was growing up, growing up, didn't have enough Black children's books for starters. When I left university, I still didn't believe there was enough Black-led children's books in the market. I think at the time when we started, 2008, I think it was just less than 1% of Black-led children's books out there in the market. So that was always in the back of my mind, but it wasn't a main thing for me to start doing the books. One of the key factors of doing the books was one day I saw my friend's daughter, and she was colouring in the books, or colouring herself in the books, and it was like, why are you doing this? And she said, because I don't see myself in the books. So off the back of that, it was like, okay, something should be addressed. How do we go about it? And when I looked at the markets at the time, we had and this is going back, showing my age, we had books of Bob the Builder, Dora the Explorer, Postman Pat, and I think roughly the same time we had Rasta Mouse as well. It was the same time when we published. Rasta Mouse was on the stall next to us on our first day when we printed our books. And again, to that point, there was just a big lack of representation. Then so Murray was created. We wanted to address the lack of representation, but also with the hope of teaching, educating, and inspiring. We want to create books that encourage children, to ask questions, to question their environment. So ask the why questions. We tend to get the why questions when we're older in life. Why are we doing certain things in life? But I believe we should encourage children to question what is going on in the world. So the Murray the Milkman books are to address the lack of representation, to also teach milk does not come from cows. Because when taken to school, and I love to ask the question when I read the stories in school, is where does milk come from? And I always get two answers back. And the first one's from cows, and then the second one's from Tesco's. So when I hear those answers from schools, I do say to myself, right, we need to educate just to show milk does not come from cows. There was a question about the products from Illuminate dealing with eczema. I suffered from eczema when I was young, and one of the factors was my diet and also milk. So as I started to get older and realize that, I had started to learn to make different types of milks. What were the different types of milks available? And also I changed my diet at the same time. So I'd gone from meat eater to non-meat eater now, and been so from the same time I started the books from 2008, and then just slowly, gradually coming off. So with that in the back of my mind, it was like, okay, it is important, like, just to know the stuff that we're drinking. We drink milk with a lot of our products that we have, or milk is involved in a lot of the products that we eat that we don't always know about. And I've learned various types of milks, how to make them from scratch, made from various nuts, coconut. One that I learned, and especially as one of the vendors of their Tigernut Milk. And I learned that in Ghana, and it is a lovely milk. So if you guys do get a chance to taste Tigernut Milk, it is something else. And eating it as well. But the nutrition from all of those, a lot of those are taught when I do workshops, when I read the stories, and my how-to sessions. So during the first lockdown, I had done workshops on how to make the various own milks. We have to date 9 titles that we've published, and they've all been self-published for ReadAware. And we've just going to quickly show a few. These are the earlier books. I think Garfield may remember these earlier ones, because he was the very first vendor when we started. And it's nice to see people, again, that we are working together. This is another one. This is, again, part of the series of 3. These are one of the first books that we started. This is the introduction to Murray. Teach you how the importance of being on time, as some of us may have a reputation of not being the best friend with time. We thought, why not put in a book? And also showing the different types of cakes that we can make, and the importance of working together within the community. Flowers and seeds, how the different types of flowers that we can make from when we grow into nature. That was season 1. I've got some of season 2, the Enchanted House, which is encouraging you to try new things. Be brave, don't be scared, don't have that but, or just keep thinking about it and then wait until think of it, just do it. Don't be afraid. You learn from it. And that's the same, as I say, in the same way to yourself, I say the same to the children. You will learn from your mistakes and not to be scared. And this is one of our flagships. It's now sold. I think this is one of the only copies, which is Milk and Cows, which is just showing how milk is produced, and it's not, as I said, only from cows. And the recent books that we've published most recently, Daniel and the Rubbish Monster, just encouraging about the environment that we're in, the importance that what we do at home, it also affects outside as well. So even the impact that we have at home, the environment has a big impact. And Oh What a Day, which is showing how you can make amazing, wonderful drinks from all the fruits and veg that we have at home. And it's got recipes at the back. And I think one of the schools tend to love this a lot of late, caterpillars and butterflies, which is showing the process of caterpillars and butterflies, but also the process of the links that humans and butterflies are. We are all created the same process. We all look different, but we look different. And that's what caterpillars and butterflies are. I think my time.
Yep, it is. Travis, thank you so much for your presentation. Oh gosh, the lucky winner again, Sophia White. You're on form at the moment. Oh my gosh, come on guys, you can't win all the prizes tonight. So congratulations. White. The book will be coming out to you. Please send us your details. We do have some questions for you. Okay, the first question is, how long does it take to complete a book?
Okay, it really depends on yourself, really, because nowadays there's so many different routes to go from the idea to writing it. So during the lockdown, it's taken me, I'll probably say 6 months, and I've written 3, but they're children's books.
Okay.
I've written 3, so it really depends on how you utilize your time. But if you're going from writing it to publishing, it can take up to 6 months. If you do your illustration, if required, get your proofread all sorted, and then the book layout, it can take up to 6 months. And then because you've got the on-demand printing features nowadays, you can get it done quicker.
Oh, lovely. I've got a second question. Do you publish books for other people?
Yes, I am planning to. I've got 2 planned for this year from other people. The reason why, one of the reasons why I've only published my own at the moment is because I did not start from the publishing background. So everything has been self-taught. I've learned everything. I've tripped up a lot of times. So I find it best to trip up for myself and learn from the mistake before I actually come out. But yes, to answer the question.
Lovely, that's great. So if anybody wants to know about the actual publishing a little bit more, you can actually give Black Bronze a call on the actual helpline, and we will then get you in contact with Travis, Murray the Milkman Co. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Lovely, that's great. Our 6th vendor for this evening,